Here we go. For you guys that never seen a snowblower before, like Jose, this is my yard machine. It's got 5-speed forward, 2 reverse. It was made back in the early 90s. Early mid-90s. It was made by MTD. It has a 10 horsepower Tecumseh running it. I never had a Tecumseh that really ran smooth. But yeah, you can see it's made by yard machine, made by MTD. 26-inch, that's the width for the tines. It's actually called, I believe this is considered a 2 cycle. Not the engine, this is how the snow goes up through. But I got her all, this end does have a pull start. Actually, this thing here, this actually used to be my father's, and he bought it brand new, and it does have, this here is an electric start. And when it was new, basically, for anybody but somebody the size of my father, he was a pretty good sized guy, you had to use this. This was never used because it was so hard to start. Well, after he passed away, my mother, there's nobody in the family could use it, and it was just sitting there. So what I told her, you know what, I'll take it off your hands. She said, sure. And I cleaned the carburetor off on it for sitting for many years. It was like, what, almost 20 years sitting. And I pulled the plug and found out it was a Champion, brand new from the stock. Nobody's ever touched it. So I pulled it out, went to the hardware store, got myself an E3 spark plug, and I could probably pull start it right now, but I'm so close to, I'm right here at the back porch, I might as well go ahead and use the electric start and be lazy about it. But the keys in, this is the choke, this is the throttle, give it a few pumps, gas, and she'll be ready. I already checked oil and gas yesterday, so I'm okay. But I'll go ahead to this, and we'll see what we can do other than this. Here we go. I decided to go ahead and use my helmet cam. So why not? But yeah, hopefully you can see. I was saying I'm basically doing this for Jose down in Central America. You can see the 2 levers on the handles there. One is for the drive wheels, and the other one's for the snow blowing. So let's get her going. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud for you guys. And just whack you guys with the wind chimes. Okay, already pumped it up. Over here, electric cord plugs in. Why not make it easy on myself, huh? Choke. Let it warm up a little bit. Just a little. Turning that is actually the spout where the snow comes out. I got it all the way up because I'm going to be putting it over that way to the neighbors. Nobody lives over there, so I get the snow to actually blower itself going. Let's get her started. This is actually a slow, tedious job at first. I got the belts that drive this thing are actually original stock. So kick her up. And that's over 20 years old, and it's time to change them, and I should do them. But I got sidetracked this year. Not a whole whole lot of snow, not as much as they were expecting. They were calling for just last night. I go up the steps, put it in reverse. Actually, I do 2 cuts. I make it kind of wide. That's just so I can take the garbage out. Right over there is my back gate. What I do is I cut it over that way and clean it all out. And over here is where the dogs normally like to do their business. So I normally like to go in there and clean that out a little bit too. So what I want to do is move it over the other side so another neighbor can have my snow. Why not? Spread the love, you know? Spread the love. Up and over the fence. Heck yeah! Little 10-horse Tecumseh. I normally like a Briggs and Stratton, but I mean, whenever you get what you get, you know. Let's go a little bit of a faster pace this time. Put it down to 4. A little fast for this because I'm taking full cut, but it's okay. It's alright, Mama. That's alright for me. Well, I'll probably get dinged on YouTube for that one. But this is basically what I do all day long to remove snow. Put it back down to the 3rd. That way it'll handle the cut better. The lawn's not the smoothest of lawns, so yes, it's going to dig in. My little sliders are wearing. I haven't seen this much. Actually, like I said, this was made back in the early 90s, but it got a lot of use right after it was gotten. But it after that first season, I really didn't use much. I mean, we had a really bad snowstorm, and my father was going around on everybody's driveway and walkways. He was all proud of his thing. So, yeah, I've seen a lot that day. But when I get to the fence area, I'll open the fence up, and then clear out through the fence. I'm gonna make one more cut or 2 more cuts. And since the snow is kind of thick, what I normally like to do is you can use the best thing to use for this, what I'm going to tell you, is actually any type of silicone lubricant spray. Spray down into your chute for the where the snow comes out, and that way it doesn't stick and clog up on you. Myself, I'm too cheap for that. What I do is take like Pam cooking spray, anything like that. Give her a good old coat before you get started, and go to town. I found out that works pretty darn good. It's something that I could pick up cheap at a dollar store or something. If I go too deep on this, I know I have a wire fence that's on the ground over here, chicken wire. look silly as can be with my motorcycle helmet on, blowing snow. But this is for you guys that have never seen this one of these operate. What I'll do is come back with a shovel, which I have a flat nose shovel. I don't use a snow shovel. Never really had a need for a snow shovel too much, unless the kids were around. I know they work better, but that's alright. I used a flat nose shovel whenever I was a kid, and they're just as good now as back then.